Hi, good morning students. Welcome to Masters online classes. So in our last video we have discussed about second equation of motion under constant acceleration, which is s equal to ut plus of at square. In that procedure, one more equation of motion under constant acceleration is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So equation of motion under constant acceleration. Okay, v square minus u square equal to 2as. Just to see the proof, students, just you observe one small point here. First equation of motion, what we derive, v equal to u plus at, time available, s equal to ut plus half 8t square, time available in these two equations. But in this third equation, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. No time, only initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration and displacement. Little bit tricky this is, please observe carefully. Okay, now observe here students. Basically, what is the statement of acceleration? A is equal to change in its velocity by change in its time. A is equal to dv by dt. We know that, right? For this equation, what I am doing is, I am multiplying this equation with ds by ds, change in its displacement. Simple. See, it is a body, starts moving with an initial velocity u, initial displacement 0. After a certain time, its final velocity become v. Process under constant acceleration a. Here the covered displacement is equal to s. Time taken by this t. Same, right? In this, the acceleration a is equal to formula, changing its velocity by changing its time. Right? The same equation I am multiplying with ds by ds. Any change? For example, a by b into c by c. C by c. C by c means 1. 1 into this one means same. There is no change. So that's why simply I am multiplying this one with ds by ds. Okay. Now the same equation I am writing as just these two I am interchanging. Here dv as it is. Here ds as it is. Right? Here ds I am writing here. Here dt I am writing here. Understood or not? Okay? dv by dt, acceleration means a equal to dv by dt. Right? The same equation I am multiplying here with ds by ds. ds by ds means ds cancel, value 1. 1 into dv by dt means same. So that's why just for solution purpose I am mentioning multiplying it with ds by ds. Now this ds I am mentioning here, so it became dv by ds. This dt I am mentioning here, so ds by dt. Simple. Okay, we know that dv by ds into ds by dt, change its displacement by taken time, which is equal to velocity. What is, students? ds by dt means nothing but velocity. Velocity definition is change its displacement to taking time. So ds by dt means nothing but velocity. So in this place I am writing v. Got it, students? So a is equal to dv by ds into v. This is very important equation, students. Generally we know that v is equal to ds by dt. A is equal to dv by dt. In the same way, we got a is equal to dv by ds into v. Three equations are very important, students. Keep in mind. With respect to time, dv by dt. Without time, dv by ds into v. That's it. From this onwards, it is very easy to solve this equation. See here, the same equation I am writing as a into ds comes this side. What is the remaining here? dv into v. Is it okay? A equal to dv by ds into v. ds I am bringing this side. So a into ds equal to dv into v. Now take integration on both sides. Simple. So observe here, a into ds is equal to v into dv. I am taking integration on both sides. Okay. Now acceleration constant, right? So a comes out. What is the remaining? Integration of ds. Integration of ds, displacement. What are the limits? From 0 to s. 0 to s. So here limits are 0 to s, which is equal to v, final velocity. That also same, na? It is not going to change. Final velocity is v. Finally, v is same. It is not going to change in this procedure. So that's why v comes out. Or else just keep it v like that only. V into dv. What are the limits? From where to where the velocity change? U to v. U to v. So limits here u to v. Simple. It's over. Now see here, a into in place of ds, yes. From where to where limits? 0 to s is equal to v dv. Integration of v dv. It is like integration of x dx. Right? So previously I told na, integration of x dx. You can take x power 1. X power 1 into dx means x power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. That means x square by 2. Previously we know this. In the same way, integration of v dv means v square by 2. V square by 2. From where to where limits? U to v. U to v. Got it, students? Now simple. A into now upper limit. Yes. Minus lower limit. 0. That's it. Is equal to. Now upper limit v square by 2. Minus lower limit u. U square by 2. That's it. So observe here, a into s is equal to v square by 2 minus u square by 2. You can write it as v square minus u square by 2. 2 comes this side. So 2as is equal to v square minus u square. V square minus u square equal to 2as. This is the derivation, students. Okay, very simple one. Please observe carefully. Once again I am going to explain it. Okay. Initially, see, body starts moving with an initial velocity u. Initially displacement 0. After a time t with constant acceleration a, it reached to a final velocity v. Now the covered displacement s. We know that acceleration a is equal to formula dv by dt. dv by dt. Okay. But in equation we want to prove v square minus u square equal to 2as. No time. For avoiding time, what I am doing is this dv by dt I am multiplying with ds by ds. It's the same, ds by ds. ds by ds means its value 1. 1 into dv by dt means acceleration only, so no change. That's why dv by dt into I am writing it as ds by ds. Now what I am doing is these two I am interchanging. dv by, in place of dt I am writing ds, into ds by, in place of ds I am writing dt. Simple. For simplification I interchange. dv by ds as it is. ds by dt means changing its displacement by time. Means nothing but velocity. So a is equal to dv by ds into velocity. So we want to avoid time. So we got the equation now. Acceleration a is equal to dv by ds into v. Very important equation this is. Keep in mind. So a is equal to dv by ds into v. That's it. Now this same equation I am writing as ds, I am bringing this side. So a into ds is equal to this side remaining dv into v. Now take integration on both sides. So that's why integration of a into ds equal to integration of v into dv. Okay. Now integration here, displacement ds from where to where? 0 to s. So limits are 0 to s. Integration of v into dv, velocity from where to where? U to v. U to v. That's it. Now a constant acceleration. So comes out remaining integration of ds equal to integration of v into dv. Integration of v into dv. That's it. Now ds becoming s. Where to where? 0 to s is equal to integration of v dv. It is like integration of x into dx. X into dx formula x square by 2. Right? So that's why integration of v into dv becomes v square by 2. V square by 2. From where to where limits? U to v. That's it. Now we know that a into, in this first we are going to substitute upper limit minus lower limit. So in place of s, first upper limit s minus lower limit 0. S minus 0 is equal to v square by 2. Limits from where to where? U to v. So first upper limit minus lower limit. What is upper limit here? V. So v square by 2 minus lower limit u square by 2. So a into s is equal to v square by 2 minus u square by 2 means we can write it as v square minus u square by 2. That's it. 2 comes this side. So then equation becomes v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Got it, students? Very simple one. Don't get confused. Okay? Practice these three equations properly. Right? So keep in mind, students, equations of motion means directly don't go to say v equal to u plus at. Like simply we are going to say v equal to u plus at. S equal to ut plus half at square. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. Don't take these equations. Generally, these are the equations of motion under constant acceleration only. If acceleration is not constant, don't take these equations. These are not valid. These are valid only under constant acceleration only. But these equations, v equal to ds by dt, a equal to dv by dt, a is equal to dv by ds into v. These equations are equations of motion applicable in all situations, always. These are the equations of motions for all the cases. But these are the equations of motion under constant acceleration only. Right? Keep this difference in your mind and practice it properly. In next class we are going to solve different types of problems on these three equations. Okay? Practice it. Right? Thank you.